Well, let me tell you a story about a pair of brothers, Andy and Dustin. They're like no others. They hit the road, travel the land, testing out food. Ain't that grand? From fast food joints to local dives, they're on a mission, taking crazy drives. They'll sample it all, junk food galore. But the question remains, what's worth fighting for? Southern DNA, showing down Southern DNA, exploring every town. They're on the hunt, searching far and wide for the flavors that'll make you satisfied. Let me tell you a story about a pair of brothers, Andy and Dustin. They're like no others. They hit the road, travel the land, testing out food. Ain't that grand? From fast food joints to local dives, they're on a mission, taking crazy drives. They'll sample it all, junk food galore. But the question remains, what's worth fighting for? Southern DNA, they're chowing down Southern DNA, exploring every town. They're on the hunt, searching far and wide for the flavors that'll make you satisfied. Southern DNA, chowing down Southern DNA, exploring every town. They're on the hunt, searching far and wide for the flavors that'll make you satisfied. Southern DNA, chowing down Southern DNA, exploring every town. They're on the hunt, searching far and wide for the flavors that'll make you satisfied. The flavors that'll make you satisfied. Southern DNA, chowing down Southern DNA, exploring every town. They're on the hunt, searching far and wide for the flavors that'll make you satisfied.
Well, what's going on, everybody out there? Whew, I am wore out. I got back last week from Arkansas, and I am tired. I'm still kind of just dealing with the travel. I mean, it was a long drive down, long drive back up. So still reeling from that. As you can see behind me, I've been selling cards for the past couple of days, trying to get these cards out here so we can start a wrestling company up. And it's trying to been on the ball here for a little bit. So it's I'm getting there. I'm trying to get back in the swing of things. But this is going to take some time. But if you're here hanging out with me today, don't feel free to say hi. What's going on? I'm watching the chat, trying to answer anything that y'all talk to me about. But I meant to bring something up here today, and I forgot to bring it up here. Totally slipped my mind. Oh well, we'll do it next. We'll do it next week or whatever. No big. No big deal. No biggie. All right. Let's see what we're going to discuss today. I did do 2 videos while I was gone. So I was going to try to do more. It just didn't work out. the driving by myself, it was just trying to make sure I was on the right roads. And then there was a long strip of road for, I mean, it was just straight boring. I was trying to keep myself, focused on the drive because it was just daunting. Um, I pretty much, I think I stopped maybe twice on the way down, and once was to fill up, and I think the second time was just to go to the bathroom. And then I got down there, so yeah, it's and then on the way back, I left at like I want to say 6:30, 6:15, somewhere around there. And the game was on, so I was trying to listen to it. Then the wife called, so I was talking to her for pretty much the whole entire drive. Um, but I mean, it got dark. There was no way to film anything else. I did stop at Bucky's. That is not one of the videos. I will say Bucky's stopping at Bucky's at 3 o'clock in the morning. Not a good idea, because they don't have anything like food wise to test out. Everything was pretty much just stock stuff. I mean, the stuff on the shelves. I mean, I got a couple brisket sandwiches, but I mean, it was 3:30 in the morning, and I was ready to be home. So I got a few things for the wife and a few little snacks and stuff. And I got back on the road and trucked it back home. Try to make it home before it got daylight. So I ended up getting home around 5:30. Yeah, about 5:30 in the morning on Sunday morning. Went to bed probably around 6 after I kind of wound down a little bit from the road, and woke back up at 11 to give my dog medicine and went back to sleep. In my recliner, I think I fell asleep in my recliner. And then Monday, I was kind of sleeping a lot too during the day, just trying to catch up on sleep. And yeah, it's trying to get back in the swing of things, get back used to not being on the road with get my body back adjusted. It's been a while since I did that long trip, driving that many hours somewhere. Because I used to do it when I was in the Navy. I used to go from Virginia Beach to back home here, and then back to Virginia Beach in a weekend, no big deal. But it has been many years ago. I've not done that in a long time. So my body's not used to doing those drives anymore. But if you're hanging out with me today, feel free to chime in, message, comment, ask me any questions that you may have about the channel. If you're new here, you don't know anything about the channel itself, um, which I don't know why anybody that I mean, I only have 3 viewers, but right now. But if you're new here and you don't know anything about the channel, me and my brother test out food from Bristol, mostly Bristol. That doesn't mean that I don't have stuff outside, because I got 2 videos from Arkansas just filmed. They're in the mix for next month, I do believe, is when those videos will come out. This weekend, or tomorrow morning's video, is a taste test from a different country. That's all I'm going to say about it. Um, so I hope you enjoy that video. It's a little bit on the longer side because it was just packed with so many goodies in there. So we had to try it out. Hey, Lefty, what's going on? Hey, I spent 70 from Bucky's getting stuff for the wife and me, mostly just her, and a few snacks. So I understand. Plus, I needed a large coffee too. So I spent some money at Bucky's. So I understand. We went. That road trip was daunting. So, but yeah, got a video coming out tomorrow. Should be pretty interesting. On the longer side, it's not our usual 10-minute videos that we've been doing recently. But I hope you enjoy it. So sit down and try some stuff out from a different country. One of the viewers, Lefty, is actually the one. And don't give it away, because you're the one that packaged everything. So don't give them away for where you're from or not. But if you've been on the live streams before, you know where Lefty is. We'll just leave it at that. Got to tune in tomorrow to see what Lefty left us in that big box of treats. So, um, but yeah, it's that video comes out tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So hope you enjoy it. We got I got a weight loss update video coming out very soon. I think it's in 2 weeks. We got our regular live stream face test next week at the end of the month. We're getting close. We're getting close to the end of the year. Very close. This year has kind of flown by faster than I thought it was that it would. So, um, yeah, we only got a few more live stream, like not Friday live streams, but a few more me and Andy live streams together left before the end of the year, and we only have I think 4 more videos to shoot to round out the end of the year videos. So yeah, I mean Bucky's is really easy to spend the money on. So I mean, it's just the way it is. I think I ended up buying like 2 brisket barbecue sandwiches, some almonds and cashews. I think a couple beef jerkies for me, and a shirt for my wife, and a coffee. I think that's all I bought at Bucky's, and I ended up spending like 70 some dollars. So it's real easy to drop 100, if you're not paying attention to the stuff there. It's real easy to do. Plus, you start getting in there like, ooh, I like this, I like that, I like that, and you just can't help yourself. Can't help yourself. You start buying stuff. So I wish they had more food out. Like I would have done a video on it, but I want to say I got, and I can't remember. I think I got like a hickory smoked, but it was like old fashioned, and I can't remember what my second one I got was. I haven't even opened them up yet because I had to get back onto my diet. Guys, I gained like 8 pounds over the weekend trying out foods and just being off of my diet because of traveling. So I'm about back to where I was the week before, but I was like crap when I weighed myself Monday morning. And I was like, oh, gotta make sure I get back on my diet real quick. So I've not opened my beef jerky up yet. I know one of them was like an old fashioned hickory smoked or something, and I can't remember what the second one I got. I want to say it was like lemon pepper, but I can't remember. I've tried a couple different ones before, and 3:30 in the morning trying to remember what I had tried and what I hadn't tried was not working. So I just got to hoping that I hadn't tried them before, and we'll see. I don't. I'm probably won't do a video on it because I think where they were just standard flavors. Um, it might have been the Bohemian garlic. You know what, Lefty? You give me 1 second. I'll go downstairs and I'll look. All right, I'm back. So I was completely way off on what I got. So I can't even remember. It was 3:30 in the morning. Can't remember what I got. So I basically got kind of the same stuff, but this is the old Western style peppered beef jerky. And then I got the mesquite peppered smoked flavor added beef jerky. Those are the two that I got. So the calories on these things are not that bad. Sodium's is through the roof, but I don't have sodium issues, so it's not that big of a deal. No carbs. That's good. At least on this one, there's no carbs. There's 3 grams of carbs on this one. This one is actually pretty actually healthy. So, those are the 2 things that I got from there. I did get to stop at a couple different places while I was in Arkansas. You'll see it in the videos that I put out. So, a drink. Had to run down to the post office to send some cards out like 10-15 minutes ago. I've been as soon as I woke up today, I had to get stuff done, like get everything packaged up for shipment, and I had to get a video re-edited because it didn't sound like correctly. It sounded really odd, so I had to go get that one redone and got that one fixed. And then yeah, I had to make sure I got a live stream. See, I've been so like harebrained the past week where I'm just like not paying attention to what's going on. I forget to do stuff, and I even forgot to even put this up before we go any further. I only do one of these per live stream, so bear with me if you're here hanging out with me. Lefty can attest this. I only do one a stream, but I gotta throw an ad out there. So hang on with me. It's only like 30 seconds at most. No, 20 seconds at most. It's not long. Hey guys, you in the mood for some really great coffee? Then why don't you try out Blackout Coffee Company? This is a family operated business right out of Florida that sends fresh premium ground coffee straight to your door. My favorite is the chocolate peanut butter, but my wife says her go-to is the blueberry. In every bag that you purchase, they send a bag to the troops overseas, and you can't beat that. And right now, I've teamed up with them, so if you want some premium ground coffee sent straight to you, you can click the link in the description, and at checkout, type in SDNA20 and get 20% off of your next order. Why don't you go and get you some premium ground coffee today? If you want some good coffee, make sure you go check out Blackout Coffee Company. Click the link in the chat, and you can use that promo code SDNA20 to get you 20% off of your order. Really good coffee, guys. It's the only coffee I drink. They just got the Christmas stuff out, so I'm kind of waiting for, like, I think Candy Cane is coming in. I'm gonna try out. I've been drinking vanilla here recently. The peanut butter one that you've seen on screen, they're out of. But I've had a lot of their coffee. I mean, I was just drinking pumpkin spice and vanilla this past couple months. Pumpkin spice is pumpkin spice. I mean, it is what it is. The vanilla is really smooth. Probably one of the smoothest vanilla coffees I've had. So it's premium coffee if you like it. You drink coffee. I drink black coffee straight. Now they tell you on the packages it's better with cream, but even without cream, it's still a very solid coffee. I threw away my Black Rifle coffee as soon as I tasted my very first Blackout coffee. So if you like coffee, click the link, get you some coffee, and save 20% off on your order by SDNA. So, all right, ads over. See, told you, done. Got to get it out of the way. Got to try pay some bills, guys. Got to try pay some bills. So, yeah, I got two of the beef jerkies. I haven't tried them yet. I don't think I had tried either one of those out before. So I think that's why I couldn't remember if I had tried the Bohemian garlic. That might have been the reason why I didn't go with it. I knew I had tried the lemon pepper out before, but I couldn't remember if I liked it or not. And trying to calculate all that in my head at 3:30 in the morning after I already driving a good like 8 hours, I was, yeah, got to pay them bills. Got to try to pay them bills. Let's put it that way. Y'all gotta click the link and go there and order the stuff. Yeah, y'all gotta go and order that stuff. So that's the way I pay those bills. But you can also, if you want to, y'all can also support me by going to our merch store and ordering shirts. I think our Christmas stuff's still up there, so our Christmas stuff's all ready to go. I haven't been on there in a minute. I need to go on there and update some stuff. Our hats are really good on the. Don't go the Etsy one. The hats on the Etsy are not as good. The Teespring one's got better hat quality. Um, so, but yeah, it's been a while since I've been on here. Let me even look see what I even got listed here. Thinking my own theme song in my head. It's catchy, guys. My wife is singing it, and she hardly ever watches our YouTube videos. Where's my channel? Would be nice. That would be nice. There we go. Boom. That's where I was going. That's where I was trying to go to. Well, if it'll load. Oh, there we go. If you want to support our channel and you don't drink coffee, they do ship international. So I don't know if I think the coffee company does, but I know Teespring does. So if you want to buy merch, there's a merch thing also. That one will help to pay the bills because we're actually selling our own stuff there. So, um, only get a kickback from Blackout Coffee, so it's not as much. But I got to get y'all to be clicking on that stuff and buying stuff to help me out. Pay for some more stuff videos. I'm gonna tell you right now, that Arkansas trip was expensive, and I drive a hybrid, and it still was expensive trip. I mean, you pay for gas, you get down there, you gotta pay for food, pay for gas back, pay for more food, pay for Buc-ee's because Buc-ee's you pretty much need to take out a loan to when you go there. So um, yeah, it's expensive. It's pretty expensive trip, and I feel like I've done it pretty minimal. Like I didn't. I feel like I tried to conserve as much as I could when I was there. So it was pretty expensive trip. But yeah, we got some good videos coming up. I think in the pike or down the pike. Still out of it. I'm still out of it. Still gone. But I hope you like your video that you pretty much created for us, Lefty, tomorrow. Hopefully, at least it makes you laugh. Hopefully, and you know what you put in there, so I'm sure you're already expecting certain reactions on certain things. I know your wife probably is definitely expecting certain reactions on some of this stuff. So I did. Well, well, he did pay for my lodging. He did pay for that. So and so I stayed. I went down there on Friday morning. I left at 4 o'clock in the morning. Got there about 1:30, 2:30, somewhere around there. And he did pay for my lodging that night. And then I pretty much was up the next day. And we got some food. And then like he went to go get like ready for the wedding, and I went and done some videos for Southern DN'A, and then went to another place which you'll see in the video, um, and then went to the wedding. Pretty much officiated the wedding, and then as soon as I signed the certificate, I had to bounce so I could get back because Sunday was Mom's birthday, so I needed to try to get back. Um, But even if when I did, I was still like I was so out of it on Sunday, I couldn't even stay awake. I was fairly gone at that point. Yeah, I got back, and I guess where I didn't do a live stream, like I had some subscribers like bounce out or something, deuced out, and I was like, "What is going on my lot or my channel here?" Like past week, lost 5 subscribers, and then I was like, "Crap, what the heck happened?" So like, well, I need to make sure I go live stream again this week. I gotta get my viewer hours up, and gotta try to get my subscribers back up. YouTube, I guess, decided to just drop me off the face of the earth because I didn't live stream one time. The way it goes, though. Still getting some views off of the delicious Italian subs experience video. It did surprisingly well. I did not expect. I really didn't expect that video to do well at all. Um, Out of the videos that we put up, I thought that one for sure wouldn't be as good. Because it was this kind of a last minute thing. We were already kind of stuffed after doing another video earlier that day. And Andy blames it on me, but I blame it on him because he was like, we'll just do this, 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 and this. And we ended up getting like 5 things a piece. And I was already stuffed. And that was at noon. And we filmed that video at like 6 in the afternoon. And I was still stuffed. So I didn't think that video would do as well on my channel as other videos. And it's still pulling out some views. So that's, I guess, whatever works. People like that do YouTube that make it big. They're like, you got to make sure you figure out what works and what doesn't work. I have no idea how that video worked. No idea. It did not make sense for that video to do better than our Dairy King return video that we actually did in store. Still have no idea. No idea how that worked. But it is what it is, I guess. I mean, I makes no sense to me, but whatever. Yeah, I hope so. I hope so. We've done like that. We did the what are they called, Yum boxes. They're Yum box videos that send out different countries and stuff. When the first year we started our Southern DNA up, and mind you, we were relatively new, had no idea what we are doing. Video quality probably wasn't great. Audio quality definitely wasn't great, and it didn't do very well at all. Like on average for our channel, it got subpar to what our views usually got. So we stopped doing them, and hadn't done them since. So I hope it's good because if it works out, maybe we'll revisit some old Yumbox videos or something. I don't even know Yumbox is still doing. Is anybody? We'll look see if Yumbox still does subscription box mystery plans. Don't see. They may have went out of business. They was starting to get kind of stale on their ideas, so I will say that there's an looks like it looks like where the newest thing out is called Try the World snack box. So um that's the new one, I guess, is out, which we could probably start doing that too. What I'm looking at though is not does not look very tasty. But you know, to each their own. And this is about the same price as what Yumbox. I think we're like $30 a month. This is about $30 a month. Is what it's saying. So it's about the same. Wonder how it. It's just like a Oh, so that's the 7 to 9 snacks is $30? Oh, that's way overpriced. That is way overpriced. We were getting at least in the Yum boxes at least 20 snacks for $30. That's yeah, that is way overpriced. Even with a 20% off, that's no. That's too much. That's way too much. Just to get the same amount of Yum box, it's going to be $60. And I want to say I was only paying $20 to $30 a month for the Yum box. That's insane. Double the price of it. Maybe if we get more viewers from overseas, they'll just send us some stuff in. Maybe Universal Yums. That's what they're called, not Yum Box. Universal Yums. How much are they now? Because they were. Uh, that's my phone. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out how much their stuff is now. Oh, they got a whole new type of stuff. You can choose what kind of stuff snacks you're wanting to get. Oh, you can actually select where you want to go now. That's See the Yum Box now. They have gone up in price, but they're saying for what I just selected, which was like chips and stuff, for 5 to 7, they're $17. So they're almost half the price from what that other place is. And their most popular starts at $26 and it's for 10 to 12 snacks. So still, you're getting more snacks for less at the they call them the Yum box or Universal box. Um, and if you get like a prepaid year, you're getting them even cheaper. So I can pull my first. I can actually now because back in the day it was this mystery. You were pretty much hey, what's up, Chris? My brother from another mother. What's happening, man? What's happening? Hey, I need to holler at you. I'm gonna hit you up afterwards, but it's regarding some Halloween content for gaming. So let me hit you. I'll hit you up after the stream about it. I can actually choose 5 destination. That's interesting. There's a taste of history one too. So that's working. Yeah, I understand. I understand. I guess technically I'm kind of working. Kind of not, but um, I just I mean, man, I need a game. I haven't gamed um in a few minutes. Like ever since I started selling cards, and then I had the trip to Arkansas and everything. Like I've just not gamed at all. I mean, I've did some like side stuff, but not like actually. I'm not my other channel. I've not even messed with in at least a month because I've just not had time to. Um, Try to spend time with the wife and then uh do all this other stuff. Is just I just don't have time to even manage 2 channels, let alone one. I had 3 channels at one time running, plus doing the cards, and then doing the live streams. It got super overwhelming, so we kind of had to cut back. And now I'm just back down to my Southern DN'A channel. Plus, I'm selling cards still, trying to spend time with the wife when she gets off of work in the evening. Um, I got super busy, and then I just got back from Arkansas too, so that was fun. trying to see what I can do on this thing, because you can actually pick 5 other. So you pick your first destination, and then you pick 5 other locations, and then you check out. So if that's pretty interesting. So they got it completely different now. You can do it by mystery box style, or you can actually pick your destinations. That's that to me is better priced, better, like that's more worth it, because I feel like um yeah, I feel like that's worth it. And you get to check, you get to like pick what kind of snacks you want to receive. Plus they send a little, trivia packs in there and little games and stuff. It's always more fun. I mean, I like doing these videos, but like I said, they didn't turn out very well when we first started doing these these videos back in the day. If tomorrow's video turns out good, if y'all watch it, y'all like it, make sure hey, one thing, y'all watching these videos, comment, like share them. If you want my channel to succeed, it's because you guys are helping me out with it. So, um, I need you to help me out, because I can share it to my Facebook feed and Twitter and all that other stuff. It only does so much. Y'all commenting, liking it, sharing it, all that stuff, that helps out so much. So, Lefty, you got friends that want to see two dumb redneck Americans try out your food? Share it to all your friends and family, um, because y'all can get a laugh out of us. We could definitely use the viewership, and we could definitely use the viewing hours. Where our viewing hours have kind of went down a little bit, so um, because we just where I took that week off to not live stream because I had to travel. So I can see from like views gained have just bottomed out over the past month. Need to get that stuff back up. One way or another, we'll figure it out though. We always do, right, guys? We always do. We'll figure it out. Where's my? Oh. Would y'all be interested in? And I haven't talked to Andy about this yet. Kind of been just putting, running through my head a few times. Would y'all be interested in me maybe like open up a UPS box for y'all to send us anything that y'all want us to try out? Um, I'd be willing to do it, but yeah, it's only if y'all are interested in me doing something like that. Um, I'll throw that out in the ethos. If that's something that y'all be interested in me doing, we'll definitely can make it work. That was the button I was looking for. Yes, I mean, it just depends on what y'all want to do. You know, if y'all want to do something like that, try that out. I mean, I can go out and get a UPS box. I can put it on there. Y'all can send me stuff to try out, or send Andy stuff to try out. We can definitely do that. Um, or if you want to, order us a Yum box for us to try every single month. We'll do it. We'll try it out. Mm. Oh, I can't believe Halloween's about just in a couple weeks. It's like I said, this year's went by so fast. About time to put up the Christmas tree. I gotta clean out. Like I gotta get rid of these cards and like sell them off and have a room, because we're gonna put a Christmas tree up here in the man cave and a Christmas tree downstairs. Um, so I gotta clear out that area over there by the window to put the Christmas tree at. I need to sell I need to do a big run on or big lot sale on some of these cards. If anybody's interested in wrestling cards, let me know. Your message was redacted, buddy. I don't know what you said there. But yeah, I mean, I got tons. I got weird cards I got to sell off too. Stuff that I've never seen before. A lot of Hulk Hogan's. Or is it say retracted? Retracted? I don't know what that even means. I didn't know you could retract your messages. I don't know how you can message retract. That's a new one. I've never seen that before. That one confused me a little bit. I did lower my bit rate on my stream, so hopefully all the words are popping up better on that and stuff. I've been slacking big time. Got to get back to streaming. I might actually tackle some of the moves I gotta make in my studio this weekend. Um, yeah, you didn't. Apparently, you didn't say anything. Yeah, I don't know if I could say I've been slacking. It's just there's been so much going on. It's been hectic. Uh, I mean, when I do a live stream for the selling the cards, the next day I go out and set and ship them out, and then I get set up for the next day's live stream and try to go through stuff. And I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna show you how many. And this is not all of them. This is not all. Ugh. Minus these black packs because these are for a stream later on today. Ugh. I don't know if y'all can see. Ugh. That, my friends, are all TNA cards that I gotta figure out how to sell. Um, a ton of TNA cards. And that's not even all my cards. I've got bench warmer cards. I've got WB cards. This box back here, this one right here is all TNA cards. Um, so yeah, I mean, I got tons of stuff I got to get rid of. Ugh. Ugh. So I gotta try to get rid. I gotta get rid of. I'm gonna do a huge lot sale on that just to get them out the door. So probably do like. I mean, there's over 1,000 plus cards. Might just sell them up for like $200 and $200 or $300 and say done. And then I've got bench warmer cards. It's probably even more than that amount of cards. I got binders full of WB cards. These are all mystery packs that I'm selling tonight. 15 cards for $12, and one of these packs has all Hulk Hogan's in them. So I'll try to do that. And try to do it before I put my Christmas tree up this year. If I can get all those sold before that happens. At least the two big boxes of cards. I can get like other cards I can kind of stash away here and there out of the way. But those big boxes of cards are kind of in my area of work zone, and I've got autographs too I got to get rid of. um, of wrestlers like CM Punk, Gunther, Shawn Michaels, Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, Eric Bischoff. Got a Kid Cudi autograph I gotta sell. Um, yeah, so I got quite a bit of stuff I gotta get rid of. And I'm gonna try to get it all done before the end of the year, or before I put my Christmas tree up. We're trying to get that wrestling promotion started, so that's why he gave me all these cards to sell off. So kind of go towards it, and it was going fast there. For, like it was going pretty good. Like I was selling some cards left and right, and then all of a sudden, past 2 weeks, it's like, well, I will say this week it's just been dead. Like no one's buying anything. So hopefully tonight I'm gonna try to change some things up, do some lots. You know, see if I can gain some interest of people doing it that way. We'll see. And then October, I think on the Halloween night, what I got to talk to you about because I'm sure they won't mind. But we usually do a Halloween stream on my other channel, and one of the other guys that we do where we play a bunch of horror games, uh, jump scare based games and stuff, and I got to set up my whole server. Yeah, wrestling is still pretty huge. It's still it's it kind of waned out a little bit for a little while, and then it's kind of come back bigger now. But it's still, I mean, there's still $1 billion companies that are doing it. You know, WWE's still $1 billion company, over billions. TNA, yeah. I couldn't give those away. I do have some wild autographs. I mean, I got like IRS, but I'm not. I mean, some of my own collection. I'm not selling like Arn Anderson IRS. I got 2 autographs over there. Lex Luger, Kane, Ricky Morton, Robert Gibson, Shawn Michaels, Rick Flair. No, that one wasn't Rick Flair. It was Tony. What is his last name? I can't remember now. But Jimmy Valiant, of course, Boogies. Um, Glacier, Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, Hulk Hogan on the NWO shirt. Rhino, Goldberg. Those are all the wrestling autographs I got. Oh, and my Sting Funko Pop that I got. That's well worth 5 plus now that he's retired. Yeah, Tony Atlas. Thank you. Yeah. Tony Atlas and Jimmy Valiant's autograph is on one of the pictures up there. I met Tony back in Virginia Beach. Interesting guy. Dude is very interesting. He was the one half of the first African American tag team champions back in the day. Um, very interesting guy. Actually, you know what's funny because you know Ricky, Chris, but I'm going through all these wrestling cards, and I got a bunch of old WCW cards. I probably have 20 Ricky Morton cards in my collection now. I might just like go over uh, and get him to sign all of them. I was going through there. I was like, oh my gosh, I've known Ricky since I was little, and here's all of his WCW cards from back in the day. Not found any Jimmy Valiant stuff yet. And I know I looked last night to see if they even made them because I mean he was wrestling back in the day like NWA and yeah, I'm sure he would be okay with it. I would just have to get what next time I see him. Um, I used to see him all the time, but I don't get out as much as I used to. So um, I think he still has a camp out there in Telford, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, wrestling's still big over here. It's still a major thing. Um, People get into it, and I mean, like I said, I was selling some cards left and right, and then it kind of just fizzled out this past week. Um, but yeah, I mean, I got like these are all awesome cards I got too, like Undertaker, Kurt Angle, Andre the Giant, Kane, or should I say Governor Kane? Or no, not I'm sorry, Mayor Kane. Yeah, Mayor Kane. Stone Cold Steve Austin. This card right here is worth a pretty penny. This is a Hulk Hogan um, from back in '94, I think. Oh, I'm sorry, 1987. 1987, Hulk Hogan worth quite a bit. Another Hulk Hogan worth quite a bit. Another Hulk Hogan. So I've got a lot of Hulk Hogans. I mean, tons of them. I got them from TNA also. Um, Solo Sikoa's rookie card, which he's kind of on the bigger side now. Uh, Brock Lesnar, um, etched auto. So, I mean, I've been selling some cards, but it kind of died out. Oh, I'll tell you a funny one there, Chris. I just got. Where's my cards at? You'll get a kick out. Please tell me they're in here. May have put them in. Oh, not, well, let's pull the cards over here. Ugh. We'll look through it. See what where I put these things because you'll get a kick out of this if I can find it. I seen them this morning. I got these in like yesterday. I can find the suckers. That stack on that stack. They were close to that, but maybe not. There either. Well, if I can find these dang cards, I'm not sure where I put them. Not there. Be the last place I look, you know. That's pretty much where I put last place I placed them. That's where they're at. I put all these cards together, trying to get them out of the way so I can do this live stream today. Now I can't find any cards I put anywhere. Okay, they're not in any of that stuff. I thought they were in this box, but I guess they're not. All right. They got to be in another box. That's true. That's true. Hey, I might still look out for them after I find them. Just for the heck of it. Cards. There we are. Right there out in the open. Alright. So I did get some autos in. And when we call autos, it's talking about autos on cards. And save the best one for last because I think you'll get a kick out of this. So I got a Tomco auto. I got a OBD auto. And here you go. You're going to like this one. A Super Eric auto. Best auto of all time. You want to see my most prized possession John Cena I got? Here's my most prized possession John Cena card. Yeah, I know, right? Super Eric. Ready for the prized possession John Cena? I mean, it's at least that's probably at least let's get that dog hair off there. Probably at least a $200 or $300 card. I'll take bids on them right now. Actually, we'll go ahead and start in the chat. Who wants this for $200, $200, $300? John, super rare John Cena card, super rare. Old Super Eric. That was yeah. When I saw that in the mix, I was like, that's hilarious. It's a solid John Cena card. It is. I hope to sell it tonight for $200 or $300 at least. If no one wants it in here, super clean John Cena card. Can't find them like those anymore, you know. I'm sure everybody that doesn't watch wrestling has no idea what we're even talking about either. That's what the classic part of this whole thing is. They don't get the joke on that. Yeah, I just got a bunch of stuff I still need to sell. I gotta figure out weigh stuff up and Oh yeah, it was this camera. That's don't yeah, just a little camera, no big deal. Oh man, I am wore out. Any questions about any food related stuff that people that are watching? There's 3 people watching. So anybody got any food related questions or channel questions? I will say I've not been out to the affected areas yet. I'm sure Chris is. I think you're still pretty close to those affected areas, at least on the Virginia side. I've not been out to the affected areas yet, so I know Damascus is looking like 10 times better than it was before. But to get to Mountain City is still a nightmare. So, uh, but I've not seen any of this stuff. So, uh, I don't try any Big Mac stuff anymore. But no, I've not tried anything. There are some special videos coming up from Arkansas that I have to say I wish they would bring here. That beats any other place that we even have besides like Pals. Um, I usually don't even. I mean, I don't usually even do fast food anymore. To be honest with you, um, I did this over this weekend because it was this new places, but yeah, it's insane. It is definitely insane. Nightmare unfolded in those areas. But yeah, we've actually the past few videos we put out um have not been fast food related. I think I don't have any fast food related content coming out except for the Arkansas videos. Um you know one thing I do miss kind of on that now that I've been on this diet for so long, I eat quite a bit of is Chick-fil-A. I love Chick-fil-A, and I don't usually on Saturdays I get stuff that I know I'm going to definitely enjoy and it's going to savor for the rest of the week. So it's mostly just a pizza, but I kind of miss just a random regular Chick-fil-A day. You know, that's I kind of do still do a Chick Fil A esque type food because in my Nutrisystem plan, there I get chicken sandwiches for lunch, and sometimes I'll throw some pickles on there, and it gives me a little bit of a Chick Fil A taste to it. But yeah, I do miss this random Chick Fil A days. You know, waffle fries and chicken spicy chicken sandwiches, man. Yeah, I don't think we got any. We got minus the 2 Arkansas videos. The next one, two, 3 videos are not fast food. Past 4 videos haven't been. One, two, three, four. Yeah, past 4 videos haven't been fast food either. So, fast food used to they would have something new at a fast food place like every month, and we were hitting stuff up quite often. They kind of just I don't know if it's just where the economy's kind of on the rough shape right now, but nothing's being innovated anymore, and makes kind of harder to do fast food stuff. I mean, I did get Taco Bell like Sunday when I was back home, just because I wasn't eating healthy that day because I'd already started eating unhealthy at like 3 o'clock, or actually it was like midnight because I stopped and got one video I didn't do because it was midnight when I stopped there was Jack in the Box. I used to get Jack in the Box back in the day when I was in Fallon, Nevada, and I had to stop me at a Jack in the Box on the way back and got like 6 tacos from Jack in the Box. So I'd already started eating unhealthy then. And then by the time I got to Bucky's, And first thing on Sunday morning, I went and got my cheddar rounds because I had missed my cheddar round Saturday deal. Yeah, it's I mean, like Taco Bell just brought back the double decker, which I'm happy about. Because that's what I had on Sunday was the double decker. Apparently, they got some new stuff getting ready to drop. I just seen Little Caesars dropped out a new pizza that's like bacon crusted or something. Might be worth doing a video on. Um, I still got another video I've been meaning to do, just haven't had time to do it yet. Is a revisit of another restaurant they asked us to come back out and try again. Us just not had time to do that one, and we've had other videos pop up. So, I mean, before then, we're usually a month ahead in our videos anymore because we're both usually pretty busy on Saturdays, and we try to knock out a few videos at a time. So we're usually quite a bit ahead. I hope people that are in Discord are enjoying our recipe videos. We got 2 recipe videos out now on the Discord for only Discord viewers. So if you're on our Discord, I hope you watch those videos. One of them's Andy's making something. One of them's I'm making something. And I walk, at least my video, I know I did it, I think professionally, and walked you through the process pretty good on how to make what I made. Andy was making with a special ingredient, but I will say that ingredient can be substituted with onions. So, and a little bit of garlic. You'll be good to go. So, I have plans to make some more dishes. Just haven't had time. Just have not had time. I might only do like once a month on those recipe videos. But y'all getting videos that no one else can watch through Discord. It's why it's important to join our Discord. So you get extra content that no one else does. So that was a 9-minute video on how to make the last meal that I made there. Andy's video was 8 minutes long that you get to see how to make that food. So you're getting special treatment by joining the Discord. Plus, you can also communicate with us and find out what's going on in our neck of the woods, just on the daily basis when we're not in front of a camera. At least me, Andy. It's hard for me to get a hold of him anymore. He's like playing in a band or something now. I haven't talked to him in probably 2 weeks. I think 2 weeks. Because we did shoot some videos. When did we shoot videos last? Shot the last time I talked to him was the live stream day. So 3 weeks ago. And we shot another video that day. So I was gone last week, and the week before last we didn't have to. We didn't have any plans to. He had, I think, something with his band going on. So yeah, it's every bit of 3 weeks since I've heard from him. Which next week he's going to have to be here for a live stream anyway. So whether he likes it or not, or we'll have to live stream on location or wherever he's at, I don't know what he's got plans on for next weekend. It better be nothing. He's got responsibilities to this to our millions of fans across the globe. See the sarcasm. So yeah, we got some stuff down the pike. I hope you enjoy. I know one of them I was sincerely shocked about the video how it turned out. So 10 millions and millions around the world. We didn't. You not said hi to the chat today, Dixie Bell. Come here. Come on. Hop up here. Come here. Come here. You have not said hi to nobody. Come here. You don't want to? You're not in the mood to be on a live stream today? You've not said hi to any of the viewers today. You've not said hi to nobody. And you can't get good help anymore. You know what I mean? Look at this. Can't get good help these days. You're not gonna want to say hi to nobody? No, you don't want to? Wrong thing. She was asleep, dead to the world a minute ago. Wakes up and wants to play with her Kong. Where's your dragon at? Yes, she does have a dragon, by the way, Chris. I got it for her. Get your dragon. 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 You don't want to? She wants to play with her Kong. I found this on at Walmart and I had to buy it for her. Got her a dragon. You dropped that in a heartbeat, didn't you? Oh, crazy dog. Actually, I found her another one in Arkansas and I picked it up. So she got two dragons now, one downstairs and one upstairs she can play with. She loves her dragons and her big dragon, of course, you know. She has technically three dragons at any given time. Yeah, I know, right? Maybe I stitch one on or something. I've actually got that singlet hanging on my wall over there. And the one that the other singlet's hanging on my doorknob, my closet doorknob over there. I got it. The German dragon one's encased. May never that singlet may never be worn again. It's I might put it on for an old show for old time's sake. Maybe. I might do it. I've got a whole plan for if I can get back into the wrestling game for like a whole new look. How I want my new gear to be. So hopefully I can get back in the ring one day. And if that happens, I'm definitely got it going for a new look. But I might put that one on for old time's sake one day. It was a good singlet. It was good. Angel did a good job on that singlet. She was worried that she was not gonna be able to get it done because the way it was like diagonally cut. But she did a good job. Turned out better than I thought it would. I gotta get new wrestling boots. I don't even know what happened to my old wrestling boots. They're gone. Are you having fun over there playing through Dragon? You having fun playing Dragon? Orange casty pants, eh? I'm gonna try. My idea is I'm gonna try to get a singlet, but I'm gonna have actually pants this time instead of the singlet that I had. So it's gonna be a singlet and then pants, but it's gonna be dragon scaled. Um, that's the goal at least. So we'll see how it turns out. Probably still use the same colors just for nostalgic, but I haven't went by just German Dragon in a while. It's been Dragon for. I haven't got to talk to you since the my chiropractor came up with a pretty interesting idea for his own character, and I think it's gold too. I think it's gold. I actually added to it because he was like, he had it just like he was thinking just like one show, and I was like, dude, we can take this for like multiple shows. So here's the idea, and I'll pitch it to because there's only three people on here. But I think this is golden. So he was like, on the first night that we have a show, I want to come out, and he's got an Egyptian attire that he wants to wear. He says, but he says, I want someone to, before I can get to the ring, jump me before I get in the ring. So I never make it to the ring. He said, I think that's pretty funny. I said, you know what? I like it, but I think it could be better. I said, how about for every show, you never make it to the ring? You you always get jumped before you make it to the ring. And then on our biggest show of the year, you finally do. And then when you get there, you have no idea what to do, so you get beaten like 3 seconds. I think that's gold. That will make people lose their minds because they'll be expecting him to get beat every single time before he gets to the ring. And then he finally makes it to the ring and he'd be like, yes, I did it. Yeah. And then he just gets, squashed in 3 seconds. I think it'd be hilarious. he's like, I love that's an awesome idea. I was like, yeah, that would carry that for a long time. So um, yeah, but like after a year, after still trying to figure out what to do in the ring, he finally gets a random roll up win. Yeah, he definitely likes the funnier style of wrestling because I kind of turned him on to the funnier wrestling because I told him, I said, wrestling, no matter what, has to have a storyline. In the ring, out the ring, it's got to have a storyline. You want to tell a story inside the ring also. And I said, it don't always have to be serious. It don't always have to be, someone's getting beat down every single week, back and forth, whatever. They don't always have to be there. I said, watch R-Truth. I love R-Truth's matches. He is probably comedy gold when it comes to matches. One of the best people to do it. I said, pay attention to his matches. Just watch it one time. He watched it. He was like, I see what you're saying. I said, he brings so much to the table that people just overlook because he's goofy. You need to have some comedy. You need when you put on a wrestling show, you need to have laughter, you need to have anger, you need to have happiness, you need to have sadness, you need to have every emotion go that people are experiencing in the seats. It can't just be yay boo. It needs to be everything. So when they leave that arena or that wherever, they feel like they were on a roller coaster and they can't wait to come back and do it again. That's why I feel like a lot of independent shows, they don't do very well because they're very, win lose. There's no storytelling. So yeah, that would be good too. Getting cut off. Um, I thought to introduce you on the show would be, you're the first guy of the line of guys that attacks him from behind. So he'd be coming out for because on the first show we'll have to do like a title gauntlet basically for the titles to who see who can be the championship or get to do the championship match. So he'll be one of the guys that gets to go through the gauntlet, but you cut him off before he even gets to the ring to make and then take out the guy in the ring and just do what we talked about. So yeah, I think it would be interesting. we got some good ideas for it. But yeah, wrestling could be. It should have been me. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I mean, wrestling people just people get into the wrestling business, especially promoters, and they don't understand that you're putting on entertainment. Now, this one thing I agree with Vince McMahon. There's not a lot of stuff I do agree with Vince McMahon, but Vince McMahon understood entertainment. I like kayfabe. I like old school wrestling. Don't get me wrong, but he took it to an entertainment scale because he understood that what goes on in your shows has to give everybody some emotions. I've been wrestling. Chris knows this. Been wrestling for a long time. In and around it, even at a young age. I mean, I knew Ricky Morton, one half of the Rock and Roll Express, WWE Hall of Famer, since I was yay tall. I mean, knee high to a grasshopper, as they say. That's how long I've known Ricky Morton. I've been around wrestling my whole entire life. Watched it since I was a kid. Been to shows. Been to independent shows, major company shows. Me and Chris been to shows together, and we've been wrestling. We get it. We get the aspect of wrestling. But someone like my wife doesn't watch wrestling. She used to not watch wrestling. She knew the wrestlers. Don't get me wrong. She had her favorites that if I had it on, she would be like, "Ooh, Randy Orton's on," But she never really got it as well as I do or someone like Chris does. And I took her last year to when WWE was in town, and it was a house show. And for anybody that's ever been to a WWE event, if it's like the live events, they're very rigid because they stick to a set schedule, and they can't, they have to make sure everything's kind of planned out to a T. But at a house show, which we call a house show, it's more laid back. Nothing's taped. They can have a good time. The audience can have a good time. And I took her to it. I took her to the house show. Come here, Dixie. Get out of here. Yeah. And she had a blast. She was chanting the chants that she didn't even know before going to a WWE event. And, we get done and she's like, I had so much fun. I can't wait to go to another one. That's what you want for anybody that goes to a wrestling match. You want people to leave that place saying, I cannot wait to go back. My goal, and I've told, I used to teach Chris this same thing. My goal was to find the guy that says, well, this is fake. I got dragged here. I don't know why I'm here to begin with. This is all garbage. They're fakers up there. And by the end of that match, have that guy either, if I'm a heel or a face, either if I'm a bad guy, him boo me to existence because he just absolutely hates me. Or if I'm a good guy, he's happy I won or sad that I lost. I want him to believe and have emotion invested into that when all of it's done. Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know if it's really taken their. I mean, some people do believe they're their gimmick, but I think it does fall too much on the bookers sometimes. They or the promoters. I don't know if they know how to promote properly and build a storyline. Yeah, I think even right now our true storyline right now with the Miz and stuff, and him and with the Judgment Day, hilarious. Hilarious. There's so much. I mean, just funny. I remember the little Jimmy things. Those were gold. Him coming out during Royal Rumble, pulling out a ladder and climbing the ladder, thinking it was Money in the Bank. I mean, this stuff is comedic gold. It takes people, it brings them out of you know of the fight, snaps them out for a second, just long enough to laugh, and then gets them refocused. Or if someone's not paying attention, they're like, oh, what the heck is this guy doing? It brings them their focus back into the match. So I mean, it's there for a reason. It's good, and I think R-Truth does it, is one of the best to do it. Um, I think the last person was somewhere close to him was Santino Marella. I don't think Santino Marella got the credit that he deserved because he was one of those comedic geniuses. Kurt Angle, another, when they got let him do some comedy stuff, hilarious guy. The toupee. I tell y'all right now, when y'all get a chance today, if you get a chance, go and type in Kurt Angle wears toupee, and that whole him talking to like Stone Cold and Undertaker. Every time I watch it, gets me rolling. It's funny stuff. It is, and it helps build the emotions for the show. You don't want only constant ups and downs. You want some in betweens and some laws, and you want people to be laughing so hard sometimes they're crying because they're having a good time. Chris can attest to this. One of the shows that we did back at I can't remember what town that was, Twin Springs or something. I had to wrestle two matches that night because a couple guys didn't show up to the match, and they needed a couple guys to fill in. So they had a guy come in from Virginia Beach area, Hampton Roads area to wrestle, and they needed a tag team partner for him. So I went as myself during a match versus Chris, and then later that night for the main event, I put on a mask and went as the Black Scorpion. I remember getting tossed out of the ring, getting tossed over the barricade. Iron Cross holds my arms back. It tells this little kid in front of him, rear back and hit him as hard as you can. Well, he reared back, punched me. I sold it like, he decked the crap out of me, and I went down, whatever. What was it, Chris? 2-3 weeks later, WWE comes to Bristol. We're standing in line to get into the show because we got tickets to go. And lo and behold, the dad and son of the son that punched me in the stomach was standing right in front of us. Telling his dad, was it Lebanon? Yeah. Telling his dad that you remember, Dad, when I got the rear back and punch old Black Scorpion in the stomach? That was 2 or 3 weeks later, and that kid was still talking about it. How great of a time he got to hit a wrestler in the stomach and have fun at that show. I mean, that for me, I was laughing because I was the Black Scorpion in that picture, and that kid had no idea. Actually, I mouthed to his dad, I was like, "That was me," and but it made me feel good that that kid got to have fun. It made that kid's night. Made that kid's night, and I'm sure, he probably told his buddies about it when he went to school. I'm sure he talked about it for weeks. I'm sure maybe he even thinks about it to this day. I hope he does, because I think it was a funny story. That whole match was crazy. I mean, I remember one guy was holding a traffic cone that I got thrown into, and I mean, I made sure I ran into that thing as hard as I could to make sure that person felt the impact. It didn't hurt me at all. I mean, it was just a rubber cone, but that person thought it was cool, but yeah, I mean, it's stuff like that. You got to put that kind of stuff on in the show. Interact with the fans. You got to, play it up. If you're a bad guy, play it up, as you're the meanest, ugliest, nastiest guy in town. And you got to make the crowd hate you. You got to make fun of the crowd. And then if you're a good guy, you got to ham it up. You got to get them on your side, which is not easy. Being a face is not easy in the company, especially if you're not established in an area. You go, especially a lot of independent people, they wrestle in one location, then they wrestle in another location. Chris knows we went everywhere. We went everywhere in this area. Wrestled all these little small towns that we only done it once or twice, but we kept on going different places. It's not easy to get people to like you. It's a lot easier to get people to hate you. And it's so much easier to be a heel. So But you got to do your job. You got to know how to do your job, and you got to make people believe, even if they know for a fact that that super kick that I landed on Chris didn't knock him out. Really, I didn't know that. I mean, there was already that match was already crazy enough. It's on YouTube, by the way. You can find it on YouTube if you look for Mark Bavera's content. Yeah, I mean, everybody was getting involved in that match. I mean, there was fans. A fan pulled over a trash can and threw Mark in it, and or standing through Mark in that trash can, and then he fell out. Iron picked it back up, threw me in that trash can. So I mean, it was a mess, straight up mess of a match. But people had fun, People got into it, and that's what the point of it is. I could be honest with you, the crowd was so into that match, and we're having so much fun. I could not hear what he said for the finisher. That was how crazy that match was. Still not the biggest match I've ever been in, but crazy night. Still not my favorite match either. My favorite match was with you and Sparky for my last one at NWA. That was probably my favorite match we ever did. Everything kind of just went right on that match. There was no hiccups, no wasted movements. There was no no one getting knocked out from a drop kick coming off the top rope. But that match was clean. That was and that I mean, Stan Lee came up to me after that match and asked me not to go in the Navy. And I was like, man, I kind of already signed up. I was getting ready to leave it a month later, but it made me think. It made me think to stay. And I don't know. I wouldn't have got to wrestle in front of 10,000 or over 10,000 people if I didn't go, but still, probably, I wouldn't also probably be injured right now if I didn't go. I didn't know if you were out in the crowd. I have no idea because I don't remember seeing anybody's faces in the crowd. I was focused on Iron, and then that little kid that punched me in the stomach. That was it. I don't remember seeing. I don't remember who all was there for that show. Cause some people came out to watch us. I think your parents had come out, but I can't remember if I had some of my gang come out that night either. That triple match threat was smooth, man. It was just, um, yeah. Usually you don't have two faces in a heel. Um, that usually you have like two, you know, two heels and a face, and it worked. It worked. That match worked. It was flawless. I wish I had that whole match, not just snippets of it. I wish I had the whole match still recorded because that thing it went so smooth. Yeah, Buddy Lindell praising us for us. I mean, that meant a lot too for Buddy Lindell, who'd been in the business for as long as he had, to praise us, and Shark Boy giving us creds too. Um, so, I mean, I got that picture from that show right there, Shark Boy. I got a picture with Buddy Lindell on that wall from that show. So I mean, that was that was that. I mean, that did. I mean, Stan Lee was like, because what happened was, for people that wasn't there at the show that's watching this, um, we had a triple threat match. It went I mean, it went crazy. But it was wild. It was it stole the show, and we weren't the main event. We were the second to last of the night. The main event, they had called in, I think, Shark Boy from TNA and Ricky Morton, I think, was there, if I'm not mistaken, for the final match. And we stole the show. Yeah. Yeah, that was a crazy. But yeah, we stole the show, and uh we thought I thought, just because, at the end of the show, usually if you're not main event, you don't want to kind of put too much over on the main event guys, especially because they're the ones that's supposed to be drawing. But and we did. We blew it out the water, and I thought Stan Lee was gonna be mad about it, but Stan begged me not to go, wanted me to stay. Shark Boy was freaking crazy. He thought it was an awesome match. Ricky loved it. You know, Buddy Lindell loved it. Oh yeah, yeah. But yeah, it was a crazy match, and probably my favorite match I've ever done. Now, I've had some good matches, but that one was probably my favorite match. I had a match one time. This was after I went in the Navy. It was two heels versus each other. It was me as the German Dragon versus Nate Mustaine, the Russian Bear, I think is what he called himself. And we kind of have a funny match. That's basically how I did it. I planned it out basically, and when we came out, I hit my music, which was I think I was coming out to Rammstein's Sonne, and he came out to some Russian uh, music, and the promoter of the show started chanting USA, USA. Neither one of us were proclaiming to be from USA. So we both, of course, closed our ears, start marching around the ring, shut up, shut up, shut up. We turn around, we bump each other in the back, spin around, look at each other, look around, and gave each other both a big hug, and then wear back and started punching on each other. Start the match off. It was fun. Yeah, that, they got into it. That show, they got into that match. That was a crazy night. That was your old school wrestling fans right there that got into the show. I had people. I was the main baby face of the match, because at that point I was already transitioned to just Dragon, and I had picked up a kid, and people cheered. Put the kid down. Missed a person's hand slap because I was getting in the ring, and I got booed. I'm like, what? It was a it was a crazy night. Crazy night. I've had people getting fighting mad with me. Um, the Black Scorpion gimmick I had done. I think I've done that 2 or 3 shows there, and I had a person threaten to beat me up in the parking lot afterwards. coming coming at you with the old cane, eh? That's hilarious. That's funny. I'm sure you didn't deserve it at all, did you, Chris? I'm surprised she didn't smack the snot out of you with that thing. Those people were mean up there. That was a feisty crowd. I still like one the we had some good spots when me and Chris wrestled. We had done so many times, and I think we did a spot one time. It was at the fairgrounds up in was it Richlands up there, and Russell County Fair is what the fair was. He got thrown out or something, and there was a random table there. I don't know why there was a random table beside. I went running back, came through, done a baseball first ever baseball slide I had ever done, by the way. Smacked that table. He smacked the table, smacked him, and he went flying into the fence. It was cool. Sold the snot out of it. Yeah, I want to say that spot for me diving out into onto both of y'all was supposed to be on the other side. And y'all had moved it, so I had to change up. So that makes sense. Yeah, never had done that baseball slide ever before and slid, and he knocked that table, clipped it, and he hit him, and he went flying into the fence. It was a crazy spot. Oh, that was off the cuff too. Not going anywhere near that lady, eh? I don't blame you getting thrown, chased with a cane, pretty much. I'll never forget. I came out for that one match, that match what we're talking about, where that lady hit him with a cane, and I don't know who that lady was, but every time I'd come out, she'd come running up. She was like at every show. She'd come running up and give me a hug, and I'm like, I don't even know who you are, lady. It was a crazy night. Then the Black Scorpion night, we shaved old mini John Cena's head. That was fun. I guess. I guess she was my biggest fan. Like I had no idea who she was. Some old lady run up to me, give me a hug every time I'd come out, and I'm like, "Who are you? Like I see you everywhere. Are you following us around?" Crazy stuff. Good times though. Good times. Many moon ago. Many moon ago. A lot younger and way better in shape. I still got 100 pounds, no, less than 100 pounds to go to get back into that level of shape that I was in. No, I didn't get. I would. My grandmother was sick, so I missed that show. Iron got mad at me for that too. I was like, dude, I can't leave. My grandmother's on her deathbed. No, it was not my grandma. It was my great uncle. He was on his deathbed. I missed that show. We thought we was gonna lose him that night, and he got super mad that I missed the show. And I was like, I'm sorry, man. Family comes first. It was better than me driving to Atkins, anyways. Yeah, that's probably why. Um, I just told him, I was like, man, I'm sorry, I can't make it, because I called him. I think an hour before the show. Said, dude, we're probably gonna lose my great uncle tonight. I'm not gonna leave Mountain City. I won't make it to the show. And he went off. You're booked for this show. You need to be here. I said, dude, I've been at every other show. I've not missed a show yet. I've always been on time, early, early on time. When I mean early, I was there 30 minutes, hour before the show even started, helping set stuff up. I miss one show because of family sickness. Do not go off on me. And I mean, he blew up on me, and I was like, you know what? Click. Yeah, I think you told me about that. That guy was weird, man. I think he's in jail right now. Dude's a sicko. You want to come say hi to him now? Come here. Come here. You don't want to? You're just playing like you do. Thing. But hopefully one day we'll get at least a show going back on. That's the plan. Show going. I hope I can get back in the ring. Love to be able to get back in the ring one day. We shall see though. We gotta bring back up the old rivalry. Me and Chris bring that rivalry back up. Watch both of us break a hip now that we're old. We're not our young selves anymore. That's smart. I don't want to throw your Kong. Oh, now it's gone forever. Yep, no, never mind. She's too smart for that. Oh, I gotta scream to not sell some more cards. Hopefully that will go good. 10 matches, man. I don't know if my you're asking me to write checks my body can't cash. That's I don't know if my body can cash that. I gotta see if I need surgery still. I'm hoping I don't need it, but we'll see. 10 matches. I'm hoping to just do one. I'm just hoping to do one match at most. If I can get one match in, which is kind of a catch 22. If I do one match, I'm going to want to do another match. Thank you. What? Want to fight about it? Yeah, I mean, it's going to happen. I'm going to get in the ring. I'm going to get that feeling back all over me. I got it now, and I'm not even in the ring. I know that's exactly what's going to happen. I'm going to do a match, and I'm like, I can do another one, and I'm going to do another one because it is an addiction. It is fun. I mean, I don't care how even at lawn dart, I still loved wrestling afterwards. I mean, that was earlier on too. Yeah, my bump card. The closest I've gotten to check that bump card to see how that bump card is. Um, I was showing my chiropractor how to set somebody up for a body slam, and he brought me up, and there I went on the ground. So that was the closest I got to a bump card. Now, I will say the last time I did take some bumps, I may have checked off some boxes, a lot of boxes, because I was doing bumps on like concrete and pavement. So I may have checked some boxes off, punch some cards there, punch that card quite a few times. So we'll see what it's like. But last time I took a half bump, it was not bad. I still know how to take one, but we'll see how it goes. I gotta take my chiropractor up there to Boogie's because he's like I told him, I mean, it's kind of been like a rite of passage. You gotta know how you gotta take a bump at Boogie's. I mean, that's just yeah, and if you can take a bump in Boogie's mat, you can take a bump anywhere. And he's like, well, I got to do it then. I'm like, all right. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it feels like you're just, you've done checked off all the boxes. You've punched every hole. It's that's like basically bumping on this hardwood floor. I mean, it's about the same. A little bit less give, maybe. But it's yeah. He wants to try to take a bump at Boogie's ring. I was like, man, if I mean, I get why bumping and boogies was so important and stuff, but now at my age, there's no way in heck I want to bump in Boogie's ring. It hurts me to think about bumping in Boogie's ring. There's no way I want to do that. I want to the high spots rings. I want I want trampoline status. I want that cushion. Boogies is shoo. I'll never forget, man. That's what starting out in Boogies. That's all I knew. The very first match I wrestled down here was on a high spots ring, and I hit that mat, and it felt like a trampoline. Yeah, probably slightly, very very slim marginal difference there. Yeah, I mean I remember guys, like, man, this is a stiff ring. I'm like, stiff? You don't know stiff. You don't know what we've been through. The horrors we've seen of the ring bumping. Man, them summer days, man, 100 some degrees in that building. About to throw up. I did throw up a few times and then get back in the ring, keep on wrestling. I mean, it was you went through it was boot camp, but only one day a week for what, 4 hours? Yeah, 4 hours on a Sunday. But you get 100 some degrees in that concrete building, cinder block building is what it is, with 40 other guys. It gets hot in there, man. And I blew up a few times. That ring being so dang stiff. Even the ropes are big. The ropes are bigger than regular ropes too. Threw me off the very first time I ever got into an actual regular ring. The different sizes of rope that was a bigger rope. Yeah, probably not. I probably won't feel as bad. But man, I used to do back like front flips in because I had guys in the Navy like, oh, you're a wrestler, all that stuff's fake. I'm like, not what you think. I said my body's built up a tolerance to a lot of the pain over the year, and like I can take a bump on this pavement, and it won't be as bad. And you're like, no, there's no way. And I would do a front flip to my back right there on the concrete and get right back up, and they'd be like, that's insane. How are you not dead? And I'm like, I've just taking bumps and boogies rings for so long, you build up a tolerance and you know how to land, you know how to mitigate your, knocking your breath out, you know how to mitigate, some of the pain that comes with it, you know. And then you kind of just build up a tolerance to the rest of the pain. I got back up, wasn't that bad at all. But yeah, you can't fake gravity. Can't fake objects either. When you put, I don't know how many times I got hit with a steel chair, and it was not. Well, when I thought, don't get me wrong, I thought the chairs were fake before wrestling. I thought they were just like aluminum chairs or something, or they didn't hit that hard. I don't know how many times I got just obliterated in the back with a steel chair. Because you need to get that sound. Pow, you know? And it was a chair that they picked up from the audience that someone was sitting in. Kendo sticks. Yeah, you see it on my intro to our videos. Andy hit me with a kendo stick and only hit me at maybe 25 to 50%. And it still hurts so bad. Like, I would rather be punched in the face than getting hit with a kendo stick. And we got hit with them, you know. Chops, they do not feel good at all. Chops are, every wrestler will tell you, is the worst thing in wrestling. Chops are, because that's a normal part of a wrestling match. Kendo sticks, you can kind of avoid those most of your career. Chairs, you'll avoid a lot of chair shots. You won't have them every single match. But chops are coming most likely every single match, and they suck. They suck. They hurt. I have left matches chest bleeding. I had been chopped so many times. Yeah. Yeah, I had bought two, and I left one at the house, brought one over to yours, and it never made it to the match, uh, because they hurt. I didn't realize how bad they hurt. They hurt. But yeah, I mean, that's just the way it is. You can't fake some of that stuff. You do take some pain, but you learn how to mitigate some of it, um, and to deal with the rest of it. Sometimes they inflict pain just so you can sell better. What, Dixie Belle? Why are you being antsy? You want to say hi to everybody now? Yeah, I don't think my body's going to take a ladder match. I'll be honest with you. I'm looking at standard matches at most. When I watched Sting's retirement match at, well, he's like 70 some years old, and he went through that like pane glass, every inch of my body hurt for him. And he's, 20, 30 years older than me, 30 years older than me. And my body hurt for him. I can't even imagine what he felt like the next day. I don't think I can take those big bumps. Some high ups, I don't know if I could do that. I'll be lucky just to take regular bumps. But I do still want to be better than Bo James. Bo James, for a long time, didn't even take a bump. Yeah, no, there's no way. I, I don't know if I could do it. I just don't know. I'm just hoping to do a regular match at all. That's what my plans are, is a regular match. See how that goes. Are you begging to go to the bathroom? Is that your problem? All right, we'll go in a minute. No comment. Oh, well, guys, the dog is wrapping it up for me. She's got to go to the bathroom. So, been fun hanging out with Chris, Lefty. Guys are awesome for hanging out with me. I don't know if the other person that's watching this just doesn't want to talk to us, which is okay. Okay. Listen to our crazy stories. Totally fine. No big deal. But the dog's wrapping me up. She can go to the bathroom. But hope you tune in tomorrow morning to watch Lefty's video that he basically curated for us. And watch it all the way through if you can. Like, comment, subscribe on that video so we can boost it out. And I will catch you next week for our live stream, and then the day after for our taste test live stream. So I'll catch y'all then. Let's get it.